major upset. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Indiana's offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Touchdown, James Madison. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the grab close to the logo. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Slithers into space. There he goes. defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dukes! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire.
He's got it along the sideline. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Hughes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He splits the upright.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Dukes have a lot of options on second and inches. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Fires one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, James Madison.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Huff. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Dukes! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The lone back's got it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Let's talk for a second about James Madison. They made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But, Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowned a national champion.
Nope.
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Complete to start this drive. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The snap sets up the throw. Here's a Heat. Moves around to clear up the vision. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
He'll bring it out. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
42, Indiana, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete on the comeback. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out.
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
49, Indiana, 17.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, James Madison. The defense putting points on the board.
James Madison, number 10, with the defensive score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're setting up the screen. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Third down.
Looking to throw. Under fire. Makes a connection. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will open from the 15. Rides the back on the option, the give. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Loss of 3. Brings up 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Backhanded, breaks the tackle. And he forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Find some fresh air. Got the first down and more. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
The Dukes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third down, he drops to throw. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollock and